Good day and welcome to One-on-One Maths Private Tutors. Today we are looking at O-Level and IGCSE Mathematics on the topic Statistical Diagrams. We are looking at the section on histograms. A histogram is a frequency diagram that is used to represent continuous data. The area of each bar is used to represent the frequency of the group. The width of the bar is proportional to the class width. The vertical scale, which is the Y scale, is the frequency density. We calculate frequency density as frequency over class width. The units of the frequency density depends on the units of the data. The table shows the distribution of the ages of the people in a sports club. So now we are going to construct the necessary data we are going to use to make our histogram. The first thing we do is to put this column and make this data continuous. For this age group 11 to 15, we want a continuous range. The upper limit of 15 is 16. This is because any age that is less than 16 falls in the 15 category, and the lower limit is less or equal to 11. So we are saying any age that is below 16 is 15 years. That is for the upper limit, and for the lower limit we have 11. For this age group, the upper limit is 19. So we are saying any age that is less than 19 is 18. And the lower limit is 16. The upper limit for 24 is 25. So any age that is less than 25 falls in the 24 category, and our lower limit is 19. For this age group 25 to 34, any age that is below 35 is 34, and our lower limit is 25. For this age group, any age that is below 50 falls into the 49 range, and the lower limit is 35. For this row, our upper limit is 65, so any age that is below 65 falls into 64 or less, and our lower limit is 50. Now we have grouped our data as continuous. We now have to calculate our class width. So we put a column for class width. For this age group, our class width is 16 minus 11, which is 5. For this age group, 19 minus 16, which is 3. For this age group, our width is 25 minus 19, which is 6. For this age group, our class width is 35 minus 25, which is 10. For this age group, our class width is 50 minus 35, which is 15. And for this age group, our class width is 65 minus 50, which is 15. Now we have to calculate the frequency density, which is frequency over class width. So we have frequency column and the class width column. Now we put our frequency density column. Frequency density is frequency over class width. So for the first one is 7 over 5, which is 1.4. So we have here 1.4 as our frequency density. For the second column is 10 over 3, which is 3.3. So we have 3.3 there. For this age group, our frequency density is 15 over 6, which is 2.5. So we have 2.5 there. For this row, our frequency density is 20 over 10, which is 2. So we have 2 there. For this, our frequency density is 12 over 15, which is 0.8. For our last row, our frequency density is 7 over 15, which is 0.47. So 0.47. Now we use this data to draw our histogram. So on our graph paper, On the horizontals, we use our age in years, our continuous data. So we're starting from 11 to 65, a suitable scale for our age in years. I start from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So the age and the frequency density are what we are going to have on our graph. So on the vertical axis, we'll have our frequency density. And the frequency is the number of people, and our class width is in years. So our vertical scale, the unit will be number of people per year. Since frequency is number of people, class width is in years, number of people over years. So number of people per year. That will be our units for the frequency density. For our scale, we are starting from 0.4 to 3.3, 0.47 to 3.3. So we can start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 for our frequency density scale. Now, 11 to 16. 11 is here, 16 is there. 11 to 16 is 1.4. 1.4 is there, so that's our first bar there. 16 to 19 is 3.3, so this bar should go up to 3.3 there. And we close off this first bar for 11 to 16 up to 1.4. 16 to 19 is 3.3. So now we go to 19, go up to 3.3. The next bar is below that, so we can close off this bar. The next age group is 19 to 25 with 2.5. 19 is here, 25 is there. So we go up to 2.5 there, and we close off this bar. The next age group is 25 to 35. 25 to 35, 35 is there, up to 2. So it goes up to there. Then we can close off this bar there. Our next age group is 35 to 50 with a frequency density of 0.8. 35 to 50, 0.8 is here. So we can close off this bar. Then our next age group is 50 to 65. 50 to 65, 65 is here with a frequency density of 0.47, almost 0.5. So we estimate it to be there just below 0.5. So that is our histogram. Remember, label your axes according to the data given from your calculation of frequency density. Let's look at this example. An airline investigated the ages of passengers flying between London and Johannesburg. The table shows the findings. Draw a histogram to represent this data. So already we have our data grouped as continuous data. So what we only need here are the columns for class width and frequency density. So our class width here is 20 minus 0, which is 20, 30 minus 20, which is 10, 40 minus 30, which is 10, 50 minus 40, 10, 70 minus 50, 20, 100 minus 70, which is 30. Our frequency density now for this first row is 28 over 20, which is 1.4. For this data, 36 over 10, which is 3.6. 48 over 10, which is 4.8. 20 over 10, which is 2. 30 over 20, which is 1.5. And 15 over 30, which is 0.5. Now we construct our histogram, the horizontal scale for our age in years. Our range is from 0 to 100. So our scale, 2 centimeters represent 10 units, or one small square represent 1 unit for our horizontal axis for the age. Now the frequency density is from 0.5 to 4.8. So we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we label our frequency density calculated as number of people per year. So the unit is people per year. 0 to 20 is 1.4. 20 is up to year. 1.4 is 10. So we may close off here. 20 to 30 is 3.6. 20 to 30, 3.6 is our frequency density. 3.6 is here. We can extend this then to 3.6. Then 30 to 40 is 4.8. 30 to 40 up to 4.8. 4.8 is here. So we can extend this to 4.8 at 30 to 40. Now, can close this off. 40 to 50 is 2. 40 to 50, we go up to 2. 2 is here. Then we close this off. 50 to 70 is 1.5. 50 to 70, we go up to 1.5, which is here. And we close up there. 70 to 100 is 0.5. 70 to 100, 0.5 is here. And we close off there. So that is our histogram. Thank you.